Okay, so we have exactly 18 days before we have everything at the World of Concrete. Today we have to get the speaker stumps done and ready, and then we also need to clear this whole space so we could do our beginning of the build tomorrow, where we're going to do the armatures and the lathing. Sean and I are doing a competition. We are going to be flying all the way to Vegas to finish these pieces in front of a live audience. We're also going to be giving educational talks. Very, very excited for this, but we have a lot of work we have to do. We have to have everything shipped out by next week. It includes signage, the pallets of cement, the stamps, the tools, you name it, we got to get it out there. So with that being said, let's get started. World of Concrete is bringing Sean and I front stage in the S Hall, where we get to actually go head to head and decide who is going to have the bragging rights for the best Rockscaper. Sean and I have a couple of rules that we got to go over. One, we have to build something that can fit and ship on the 4x4 pallet. So this is one of the biggest restrictive things that we have to work for. Today we're going to be doing armature and lath. And one of the biggest things we have to also consider is the fact that we have to be able to finish by the end of the World of Concrete. That means day one has to be fiber coated, day two has to be finish coated, day three has to be painted. And on top of the live demonstration of building an artificial rock, we're going to also be doing educational talks. We're going to be teaching people how to build a rock step by step. And I can't wait for you guys to follow along. We're going to start off by doing a concept sketch. What are you building?
I thought it would be kind of cool. Phoebe, my little girl, really loves Rapunzel, so it was like maybe we could do some sort of scene where we're gonna bring in like a tower and make it look kind of like a scenic diorama. So artificial rock one side, scenic diorama on the other, little something, little hidden gem. Those are the types of things that I like, and I think it'll be a unique challenge, especially to get it done in time.
For me, I'm going a lot simpler. I'm less ambitious on what I think I can finish in that time. What I've always wanted to do is sword in the stone. So I 3D printed the handle, and I'll 3D print the actual blade. And I want this stuck in the concrete inside, and I'm gonna make it look like it was jammed, crack the rock, and then I'm gonna have mist and moss growing around, and hopefully I can make quite a little scape as if it's like this little oasis. All right, got the board, heading to Vegas, start the show.
Pretty beautiful day. Last night we flew in from Toronto. It took us about 4 hours to get here, which ended up being about 3 a.m. Toronto time, but beautiful hotel here at Circa. And then what a view.
It's a gorgeous, gorgeous morning. Blue skies, sunny all around. Last year was raining every single day. It's almost 7 a.m. I gotta go meet Sean downstairs. We're gonna get some breakfast and head over to the show.
Let's go. It's a huge deal, but definitely that calm before the storm feeling today as we go and see what all made it in shipping and what all's gonna be left for us, and then what all we need to go out and get and prep. Got a lot of work to do today. Do our best to try and feel ready.
Central Hall, and then carrying 150 pounds of luggage. One
Broke it
immediately.
last ride.
Now we're trekking across the entire convention.
We are kind of putting this luggage through some stuff though, with full panels and stamps.
Exhibitors, badges are handing along. Our exhibits open tomorrow at 9:30.
Got it. So we got here late last year. We didn't get to see all the setup.
Yeah, we just walked in like
We just walked in like
a bunch of superstars.
yeah. But it is incredible to see what goes into the show. It's nuts. I'm very glad that we get to actually spend the whole time that we're here just building it versus the stress of having it done prior to getting here. Did it.
Here's where we are.
Okay.
It has arrived.
Here.
Nice.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, so we just walked all the way across Central Hall with all of our luggage, a couple 100 pounds worth of samples, stamps, carving tools, etc. Thank goodness all of our stuff is here, because last year there was a bit of a mix-up and it didn't come until the very last second. So we have all of today we can set up, which I'm super excited about. Big shout out to World of Concrete because they nailed it. We got all of our tables, we got our chairs. We're gonna set this thing up so we're perfectly ready for tomorrow.
Showed up late to the first day.
Excuse me. I'm in the store, but I'm trying
Here they are.
all the way to the freaking end.
Day before the show, setting everything up. It's gonna be crazy.
First blood spilled.
Padraic's already bleeding.
That's what I have to say to you, Sean.
Enjoying the balmy Las Vegas weather. I think it was like 4 degrees. It's even colder right now out of the sun. As you can see, the door's open. Like, luckily it made it, but we unboxed the structure that you guys saw us make at home. And then I just sort of positioned the Rapunzel tower to get that sort of look and feel. So we 3D printed the Rapunzel tower. I thought it would be kind of cool from like this kind of perspective to have the valley, the Rapunzel tower, and it was like surrounded by mountaintops. And then I want to have the misting element. We both agreed we wanted misting elements and sort of give that valley haze look. If I could get the mist coming down over in the middle there just right and get the moss work right, I think it's going to set the seed that we want it to set. So that'll be kind of fun to tell that story. And the kids at home are excited to see it when it's done. So that'll be pretty fun.
What I've got is pretty close to what I was intending at the shop. We're to get everybody's attention away from Sean, who's at the front, so he gets that advantage. And we need people, as they're coming down that main hallway, to forget about him. Come over to me. And the only way I could figure to do that is, one, expand past the palette. But really what we want is people not to even think that we had a limit in our size, right? And he's gone in a different way in order to embolden his piece. He went a little bit taller than mine, but I decided to go out. So it gives me a little bit more challenge in terms of surface area, but it should feel more all-encompassing. And then with a giant sword sticking out of the top, I think that's gonna gain people's curiosity. And that's exactly the way I was envisioning it. Plus, I have a mister that's gonna sit in here. I'm gonna fill it full of water, and then mist is gonna rise up around the sword to cascade down the front. I'm gonna have moss all over this place. I'm gonna paint this to look really good. I picked my favorite granite stamps, so I get this beautiful texture that I don't think is gonna be common. Most of the time when people are sculpting, they forget a little bit about texture and go mainly for the carve. So I've got my shape really worked out. I have it so that this little cove is actually gonna hide the controls for the mister. The last thing we wanna do is take away from that immersive environment by showing cables and something ugly like cords and silver sticking out, right? We need that to be completely hidden in order to trick people to thinking that this has been here forever. In the middle of this giant convention center, they're already gonna have that in the back of their minds. So we really need to work hard to make sure that they can't possibly think that I created this in 2 days.
Here, there's our new mixer. Ooh. Who do we have to thank for this mixer?
Zero.
Zero. Thank you, Zero.
Cool. I think we should have to paper, rock, scissors for this.
All right.
First
Our
challenge?
first challenge?
Yeah.
Yes. Padraic had the guys make us some new stamps, and he thinks that this is the best stamp, and therefore only one of us should get to use it. And
It's not enough.
the best management tool available when making decisions is paper, rock, scissors. I'm not sure if that's official, but you know, we're gonna make it official here today. So we're gonna start paper, rock, scissors. No dynamite.
1, 2, 3, go.
On 3, yeah.
Okay.
Like 1, 2, 3,
And we show.
and we show, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, ready?
1, 2, 3.
On 3.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Boom.
All right.
Okay, good news. We got our mixer outside, water's there, concrete needs to get out there somehow. We got our stump, we got our boxes, we got our signage, which looks awesome. Doing good. This looks good.
Who do you appreciate that you just got 3 copies?
Okay, I don't know what's been going on in Vegas because my whole life I've thought I'm the more approachable, smiley brother. But not one
Fair.
person has come to me first. They all go to Sean and we're like, hey, Sean, shall we talk politics? Hey, Sean, should we talk coffee? Hey, Sean, should we talk about the show?
Yeah.
Hey, Sean. I don't know what's
Uber
going
guy
on.
showed me his gun. He didn't show you his gun.
Yeah, that one I'm okay with. That one I'm okay with.
But then the barista was just like, I was distracted, didn't even tell him
No,
my
I was
name.
the one talking.
He was the one talking, and she just kept going, hey, Sean, hey,
Hey,
Sean.
Sean.
And the airport, started at the airport, remember?
Yeah,
I said it took us
airport.
45 minutes just to check my bag because they wanted to talk about the show and everything else. Where are you going? They want to talk about my passport.
Yeah.
The one lady's like, hey, your passport needs renewal. I'm like, yeah, but May. And she's like, yeah, but if you want to go to Europe, then this won't be long enough. And I'm like, but I'm not going to Europe. And then she's like, in Europe, what they're doing, just wanted to chat for like 20 minutes. But whatever, I got you 3 copies. So
Yes, there we go.
you're welcome. You're excited.
All right, day 1. We are just arriving to the South Hall. Things are already way more people than yesterday. You feeling excited? A little nervous?
Yeah, a little bit of all of it. I mean, obviously, I have a better idea what to expect this year.
Yes.
So that's a little bit calming for me. But at the same time, we're taking out a whole lot more. So you got that. You just make sure we're hitting our cues and providing that value for people.
Good morning and welcome to day 1 of the World of Concrete. My name is Rhiannon and I'm going to be your host as we cover an incredible event, 2 brothers, the ROC brothers, and the Artificial Rock live carve competition. With over 40 years of experience between the two, they have dedicated their lives to creating breathtaking, lifelike pieces of art, and today they're going to take their skills to the ultimate test.
All right, so we're back into the second phase. Just mixed another batch. Feeling good. Our voice is gone 100%.
So halfway through day 1, we're just waiting until the guys finish building the scaffolding because that gets pretty loud. And then I'm gonna do my little talk on sustainability.
Here we go bigger, we use structural steel energy. After we do that, we put it with the wire mesh here, and then we're applying a straight coat.
Just taking one bucket at a time. So typically I'm trying to go top down. That way if anything falls down, it's still useful. All right, based on how much he's got done, I'm feeling pretty confident that I'm pulling ahead. More people are understanding that this is the Sword and Stone story, and I think that helps.
Bigger is better.
Bigger,
Right? You're already done because you made yours smaller. So bigger is
that
better.
or am I faster? I
You're
don't
using
know.
the same amount of buckets, same amount of mud.
I think
You're
I'm like
almost done.
2 buckets ahead of you right now. Let's see.
Definitely not.
But I'm feeling good. The show's been fantastic. So many people have been
That's a
asking
great
really
questions,
good
yeah.
questions. So
Yeah.
that's nice. Okay, that's a wrap for day 1 of World of Concrete. I got my superior piece fully fiber coated in record time, and Sean just finished up. We are 100% alone here.
We got to talk to so many cool people that follow us already on our socials that want to see this happen. So like all around good vibes, good feelings. Yeah, hopefully the show also feels like we added that value, that we were able to take up a space this large. I think a lot of people really liked that Padraic stump, much to my chagrin, because I was like, why the heck are we bringing this giant thing? Overall, I think it was a success.
I do think they're looking great. I think it's going to be, well, based on the amount of material Sean had to put, I think it's going to be difficult to finish in time, especially since we're getting kicked out essentially right now. We're good. Cool. All right. Check in tomorrow. Ready for day 2. Another beautiful sunny day in Vegas. Today is finish coat day. I'm very, very excited because now I can finally bring my vision to life and laugh as Sean struggles to complete his piece. He thinks that size will make the difference in the competition, and I think that the time that I'm able to take on the details will really set me over the edge. All right, day 2, 8:30, we have arrived. We are fully fed and ready to go. Sean's gonna get us all hydrated. She's there. Quiet before the chaos is what's going on. So I'm gonna get our mixer back outside. Sean's gonna do a demonstration on how to take a silicone mold.
I'm sure a lot of people have seen that viral video where the guy literally takes Home Depot silicone and turns it into a stamp. So that's what we're going to attempt to recreate here today. Probably much to the chagrin of some real legit stamp making people. But this is literally brought to us by Newborn, because they provided us with this caulking gun, and we weren't really sure how to get the caulking out of it otherwise. So this is how that's going to go. Basically what we've started here is we threw some Dawn right into this bucket of water, creating the soapy water. Now the soapy water, we're going to push this silicone right into the soapy water, blend it all together, and then sort of mold it with our hands until it becomes tacky and workable. So might as well start that now. Just using regular off the shelf from Home Depot. Getting in there with our hands now. You can see it starts to be able to be workable. And then once it becomes tacky around your fingers, see a little bit still sticking to me. Using that soap. We're gonna put it on our surface, which today is gonna be this bark panel that we brought with us. And then once everything cures and hardens, which according to that is about 20 minutes, half an hour, we're gonna come back and we're gonna peel it, and this should be a nice bark, brand new stamp. Fast and easy, quick and dirty, something to do in the field if you really need to, or if you really want a stamp impression, you know, because sometimes that's one of the things that happened with us, is that we come across some stuff in nature and we want to take it right then and there, but we didn't bring all of our fancy equipment. So the quick and easy way to do that, go grab something from Home Depot, and should get you the best impression right then and there. Bring it home, put some concrete on it. You can make a more professional stamp later if you want.
So this is one of our latex stamps from one of our panels. So we do large scale latex panel installations, structural precast.
easy to tell for us if we spent too much time on something because we have to blend the art with, you know, production, obviously. So there is a point where we just got to keep moving. The good thing about concrete is that if at the end of the day we step back and we look at something that we really don't like, we'll just put more concrete on it tomorrow. But the rest of it will be fine, right? But we'll always find like maybe 1 or 2 spots that we didn't really love. And then sometimes Padraic and I will discuss like, are we just being nitpicky on ourselves, which happens. And then if we really just hate something, we'll just go over it again. So tomorrow, big reveal time. We got some work still to do. The show's over. Lights are going down, but we're still got a bit of work to do. We got to get her done. So Padraic and I are going to stay and make sure that our stuff is ready for paint tomorrow because we only had the 3 days and we said we were going to have something to show. So watch what we come up with because I think you're going to enjoy it.
Day 3 World of Concrete. Looking forward to finishing up this piece, showing it off, and getting that judging done and securing that win. Obviously didn't put enough water in it, but the whole point of what we were doing was to get this like cool effect with the mist coming down, and I think it nailed it. It's like popping a little bit. I have to adjust the ionizer, make sure that it's in there doing its thing properly. So all I have to do, unfortunately, they locked the doors, so I have this tiny patch here and a tiny patch there to finish up.
Just had to settle down because it's like, you know, in the final hour when your equipment fails. But, you know, hard on the body, hard on everything, hard on the mind. Try not to give up, but you keep on pushing through. Got to get this thing done. Got to make sure it works. Have to see it to the end.
And then I gotta paint, so looking forward to that. Dressing it up with some plants.
I think, you know, putting the vines and the moss is going to take it to new levels. Yeah, the smaller one?
Encased in concrete right now.
Yours is encased in concrete?
Not intentionally. Cool. Oh, water ball. You went too much, just a bit too much.
Oh, luckily it's
yeah.
Padraic sabotaged me. He took the small mister and said that the big mister was mine. So now the big mister doesn't fit. Here we are. That's okay. I see what he's doing, so make sure you remember that with your vote.
Both bring unique styles to the table, but only one can claim the title of Rock Star.
Well, all right. Exciting.
Sean's piece was super unique, and I loved how it came together. And not only came together, but was exactly the way that he drew and envisioned. Honestly, he had to deal with a lot of challenges considering the fact that he was frontline, and on day 2, he had dozens of more people than I was able to get. And part of that definitely distracted from the overall creation of the work. And so I honestly really want to give credit for the fact that he had to do all that work while answering more questions than I did.
He was saying that you taught him everything he knows, so.
Yeah, for sure I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's nothing without me, to be honest. from years like 20 to like 26, I had like a good group of foremen and guys that were helping to mentor me, where he just mostly had my dad. So. I love the mist coming out of it. It definitely looks like straight out of the movies.
It added so much to your piece. It just elevated it.
The green is such a huge pop.
All right, boats are in, and I did it.
Whatever.
So I just want to say to all my wonderful fans and the people that voted for me instead of my poor brother, thank you for having great taste. And it was an absolute honor to be able to beat the person that taught me everything I know. Okay, that's a wrap for the final day. We have torn down everything that we're gonna tear down.
I think we could all agree the team worked hard and just nailed it completely, so it's time to go out and see what else Vegas has to offer. If you like this new style of video, follow us along because we have a lot of exciting videos to show you this year and in this season. If you like this kind of content, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to our channel because we have a lot more stories to tell and we're just getting started.